Electoral and Boundaries Commission expectedly is much in the center of it. It has been trying to balance between trying to meet the demands of NASA and Jubilee and try to prepare for the election, a race against time. And one of the things that has come out, is coming out is, according to pundits, a looming showdown between the Electoral Commission and the opposition, NASA, over some of the demands that were made, those irreducible minimum demands. Some of them have been rejected. ICT firm, OT Morpho, NASA did not want OT Morpho to be used to provide technology for the commission. That is going to happen. NASA also had demanded the use of another printer other than Dubai-based printing firm Al Ghurair to print the ballot papers. That is not happening. Al Ghurair have been contracted by IEBC to print the ballot papers. And another thing, among other things, that has been rejected is the official, some 12 officers that NASA, officers of the IEBC that NASA wanted out of office, including the chairman, the CEO of the commission, Ezra Chiloba. That has not happened. Ezra Chiloba has maintained, insisted that he has done nothing wrong. He's not going anywhere. Let's listen to that.
Looks like this is an exercise in futility, and our participation in these deliberations make no further sense.
We have a bombshell awaiting them. They will not get away with the theft that was the August election. They will not take us to any other election that is not consistent with our 2010 constitution. And actually what we can declare today, without fear of contradiction, is that 26th October is just another day in the calendar in Kenya. There will be nothing like election. You cannot change the rules of the game at halftime. You are going to a match, and a player wants to prescribe the rules that will manage how he plays. He wants to prescribe what the referee can do, and they have even gone further to decide who the referee will be.
I know is that I got responsibility before me, and I have to discharge that responsibility. Of course, those who raise concerns, and we can say that people have a right to express themselves, but whatever we do, we must be able to do it within the confines of the law. And given the nature of this office, we've been here before, and we need to learn from the past, even as we look into the future.
Yeah.
All right. Those are just some of the issues that are emerging with the IEBC. Let's try to deal with them one by one. Let's start with Ezra Chiloba and the 11 other officials of the IEBC that NASA were demanding they have to leave office before NASA can, accept to be part and parcel of this repeat presidential election. The fact dismas that the CEO says he's not going anywhere. He has a mandate to discharge. Where does that leave the commission in terms vis-a-vis those demands by that particular demand?
Now, Ben, one of the key performance indicators of Mr. Chiloba as the CEO of IBC is to deliver a free, fair, and credible election. It's beyond doubt that he did not deliver. That was his key performance indicator, to deliver a free, fair, and credible election. He failed to deliver. The Supreme Court, in its majority judgment, much to the chagrin of Mr. Mbugua, indicated that this thing was full of irregularities and illegalities. Irregularities meaning, for instance, some of the forms printed by Al Ghurair were supposed to have watermarks. The watermarks were missing. They used carbon copies, stuff like that. Illegalities, it was not consistent with the Constitution. The election did not respect the Constitution. They broke all relevant electoral regulations. And the buck stops with the CEO. So one wonders.
Isn't that rather ambiguous for a job description?
No, it cannot be ambiguous. When he was being interviewed for this position, he must have gone through the job description. Because whatever you do at IBC as the CEO, at the end of the day, your success or failure is going to be determined whether or not all these 6 elections were free, fair, and credible. It's now very clear that one election, the presidential election, according to the Supreme Court, it did not even take place, null and void. And then you've got around 300 petitions for the gubernatorial, for parliamentary, Senate, MCA, meaning that in fact it did not deliver. Now, if you're a rational human being, and the Supreme Court has indicated that you did not deliver, why would you want to stick in that office? Why would you want to be in that office for an extra day? Why can't you tell the commissioners that the Supreme Court has given a view that I failed to deliver? Give me 3 months, I take a break, so that you get another person, another set of people to come and deliver the election. But of course, there are people having conversations all over saying that it's probably responding to some cartels, that it serves his interest, that he stays in that office to secure some selfish interest.